Shannon Burns, entertainment correspondent, hosted Virgin Radio. Good to see you, Shannon. Thanks for this.
Yeah, of course.
I know you were watching the opening monologue. Your take on what Jimmy Kimmel had to say?
Yeah, I think we expected Kimmel to obviously address the situation and talk about everything that happened and really touch on a lot of different points, especially when it comes to free speech. And that's exactly what we saw him do. He really focused on the fact that it wasn't just about his show, but the bigger picture and how this has ignited a debate on free speech around the country. We see that anytime something huge happens in the U.S., of course, that trickles over here in Canada as well. So I think a lot of people watching from this side of the border also have those concerns. So he really just touched on that and uniting the left and the right together. He teared up, like you mentioned, when talking about Charlie Kirk, and he really focused on the fact that this is something that across the board, everyone can agree on, that free speech matters. And he even talked about the fact that Trump has said that in his own words as well, saying if we don't have free speech, then we don't have a free country. If this right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our freedoms will as well. So he used clips from Trump, from Ted Cruz to get that point across. And he really just, focused on the fact that the goal is to not win every argument, but to keep that space of debate alive for everyone.
How do you think this might change the tone for some of these late night talk show hosts or comedians in general? Just the idea of people being able to, wade into sometimes politically sensitive topics.
Yeah, I think as we've seen so far with Trump saying flat out that he's going to be coming for these late night hosts and us now seeing that happening, I think it is going to be still continue to be tense in the situation. I think a lot of comedians are going to be extra careful about the things that they say. But I do feel like he has really pushed home the message that this is free speech, that what he said he doesn't agree was worth taking him off the air. And we did see in that monologue as well that he did kind of go back into a lot of jokes at the end there. So I think we are going to see Kimmel do what we know him to do best. He's been on the air for decades at this point. So I think we're going to see a lot of what we've seen already and a lot of maybe strong opinions to really support the message that he's trying to drive.
You are an on-air personality on radio, television. Do you ever worry about weighing in on controversial issues and what might happen?
Yeah, absolutely. All the time, even before this, though, because I think a lot of times, especially hosting a radio show, I just talk about myself and I express my opinions on things, and that's not always well received in regards to a number of different topics. So I think it's always something that is top of mind. Knowing that the President of the United States can come in and take somebody off the air is definitely was worrisome for people like me who heard the news or anyone else in broadcasting. So that is definitely something that is top of mind. It does make the whole thing feel very sensitive and like it can be taken away, but I think we still have to keep expressing our feelings, especially and using that free speech.
And we live in Canada, Shannon.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Shannon Burns with her take on her personality of Virgin Radio, entertainment commentator. Great to see you again. Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you.